Looks like it's warming up, so we'll start making our trek about the place. We'll let the fire go out. And we'll look to make a BCU and everything today, I think. So we'll start off over here, grab this crate, leave that sandstone there. And yeah, see what we can find. Nice little start to the morning. We picked ourselves up a chicken. That's always pretty good. We can find some more crates and stuff. We've got to really concentrate on getting some more wood, I think, is the major issue for us today. So, ooh, but I won't pass up a bit of fibre. Well, we definitely won't be getting that tree over there because it's got a bear and a wolf. So, I'll give that a bit of a miss. Oh, that's quite handy to pick up cotton seeds, because cotton does come in extremely useful later. But to grow the cotton, funnily enough, we're going to need a plant bed. So after we've done this lap, we'll get back and we'll definitely put up a BCU just so we can start, making stuff. It's about time we started making things, so we better get to it. There's a few animals over there, bear, wolf. We might better pick up this metal. Yeah, there you go. Not too hard at all. Just still trying to keep an eye out for any ores and stuff around the place. Like this from here. A little bit of iron. While we probably won't use it today, it's definitely going to come useful later on. So, yeah, why not pick it up now? There's a bear next to one of our big trees again. A bit painful, but hey, what can you do? Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes not. There's some more ore there, but yeah, the wolf's just next to it, so we'll leave him well and truly alone. There's a crate up the top here, but how's that wolf gone? We might better sneak up here. Hopefully we don't run into anything. We've got a tree over there. Yeah, sometimes there's a lot of luck in this, just like what you stumble across and all that sort of thing. You might find some really good goodies and all that sort of thing. Come across a nice bit of metal like we are doing. So even when our base is all the way over somewhere, we can still do a lap of this place quite easily and pick up a nice amount of ore. There's another wolf just hanging nearby the tree, so we'll just leave that well and truly alone. But yeah, we're doing good so far in this little trip around the place. We're picking up a nice bit of stuff. And it's just the wood that we're not picking up a whole bunch of, but we're still getting a little bit. We're picking up a few crates and stuff. And even with the crates, you can get a bit of wood in there sometimes. A bit of wood, an apple. So I might just eat the apple straight away, actually. I always like these. I always think you get more nails out of these. I don't know if it's true, but well, there you go. There's 10 nails and a couple of electronic parts. So 10 nails is a wall, or enough for a wall. So yeah, that's pretty good. Pick up a nice bit of fibre here and there now, so that's all going to come in quite useful. And we seem to be picking up a nice bit of iron as well. So yeah, I can't complain about that. Medicinal plant seed. That'll come in handy later on. Our little chicken's died there, so we'll just butcher him. I like to always keep an eye on the beach a little bit. It's a little bit easier to see stuff on the beach when you come across fibre, chests, all that sort of thing, or animals as well. They just seem to show up on the beach just a little bit easier. So it's nice to do a lap there, and then you can just, as I said, pick up on it easier, and it just makes your job. Whoop, that is a bear. We will leave the bear alone. Yeah, it makes the job of finding stuff just that smidgen easier. And again, we'll leave that big tree. We could perhaps sneak in next to it. But yeah, again, I don't want to chance it. I'll just grab a little bit more wood out of here, because why not? I usually find on this little patch of land over here, there's usually some stuff. Like there's a plant over there, and there's a chest as well as a tree. It's usually quite good to come across. So I always make a point of, just coming over here and seeing what's got to offer. I was about to say now, up around this area is where you're going to find locks and crates, and here's one here. Now we don't have a key, we've got 31 iron, which is pretty nice. We don't have a key, so we can't unlock that. Now it's starting to rain and all that sort of stuff, so we really need to get back and build a shelter, build a BCU, just so we can get keys to get that sort of stuff, because you can come across some really good stuff in there. Might just backtrack a little bit, that bear's a little bit too close for comfort. And we'll just take a bit of a shortcut, see if we can find some kelp, maybe a clam. Clam would be nice. I'm pretty sure I usually find clams in here, when I've played it previously in fact. Speak of the devil, there's a clam. Again, we won't use the clam straight away. Look at that, there's a pickaxe. But they've got pearls, and they will be used for electronics and things later on. We'll just stay down under here, see if we can not drown. Oh, that's always good. Definitely start heading back. Start building our shelter. We need a ceiling. Definitely need a ceiling. Pick up a nice little bit of kelp here actually. Picked up a few pieces. Again, that's going to be useful, as everything is useful in this game. You do want to pick up anything you can anytime you get the chance of it, especially if it's not out of your way. Pick it up. Here's another clam, which I'm more excited about than the little bit of metal there actually. In fact, I'll leave the metal for the moment, the ore. Just because it's a bit of a pain to mine underneath there. And we'll pick this up instead. Looks like there's a chicken there, maybe? Next to the bear, so yeah, we're definitely not interested in that whatsoever. Let's just go back to our little makeshift base and let's add a few things onto it, I think. Like a ceiling, a BCU, all that sort of stuff. Sounds reasonably useful to me. The fire will go out when it's raining. Oh, look at that, there's a bit more ore just sitting there. Okay, so this is our base here. I think we'll extend it. This isn't too bad for a base, I don't think. I like it out in the water because again you get to do fishing. We can swim out here and you don't usually have predatory animals coming along here. I've got a few options to swim from here. I think I will make a deck going all the way out there eventually. And there's the key that we needed, so that's pretty good. Finally got a key. What I want to save up for, actually what we might do is just make a quick fire starting kit. So we should be able to move this just inside as well, just out of the rain. Hunters are going to start coming to the world, so now it's going to get serious. So yeah, we're going to have to be pretty careful about those guys, because otherwise, yeah, when we're walking around we just won't notice them and they will end up killing us quite easily, unfortunately. And there we go, that's another night done. So yeah, we'll get that meat cooking. That can stay there for the moment, that's reasonably safe. And what I want to do is, I want to get 450 power. It only goes up to a maximum of 500 power. Even when I extend that, it only goes up to 500 by itself. I'll need solar power and stuff to increase that. So we're going to get the wood burner because wood lasts a lot longer than that. So we're going to need 450 power, 75 mass, and then we'll keep playing around with that. We'll try not to let that go all the way up, because we'll want to build stuff like power storage. We'll have to go up for that. But yeah, we'll try and manage our power and mass as best we can. What we're trying to do is see if we can move this and hopefully everything stays in there. Look at that, there you go, you can move it, and that worked just fine. And we'll just move it there for the moment. We'll move it again later in the daylight, I think. And now, it's time for spotted fishing. There we go, managed to get ourselves a fish, beautiful. Hopefully it's a bit better than a small fish. Nah, only a small fish, but hey, small fish is better than nothing, we'll take that. Stick him in there. Here we go, this might actually be a bigger fish. Like you can see the animation in the water, it definitely looks bigger. So we'll see what we get here, we'll sneak up a little bit closer. Don't want to fall in the water and lose them. There we go, there's a decent sized fish, that should feed us quite well actually. So we got a large mouth bass, yep, definitely quite useful. We'll fillet you, and we get 4 fillets out of that, so that's absolutely amazing. So we'll definitely whack all that on there. Once this fish is all cooked up, so what's it start at? 8 there, medium, goes up to 23 protein. So yeah, definitely not bad at all. So start of another day, we can get off and get moving. There's a nice little bear there. Oh, there's a deer over there. I should have a shot at that deer. Not too sure how well I'm going to go with it, but we can chase it down. That could be the thing that we do for today, as well as cutting some more wood. Because as always, we need more wood, unfortunately. This is almost at the 450. I only need 75 mass, and that's almost there. We've got our key, so we might go see if we can find a locked chest, actually. So that might be quite useful. Okay, we're still in March. We're just waiting for the power to get up to 450. I think in that time, instead of just sitting here, oh, it's a bit wet, it's not ideal. We'll just go and see nearby, see if we can chop down some trees, see if we can find some crates. I feel like that's a good use of my time, and there's a bunny over there by the looks of it. Let's go investigate. Wait, what have I found? I think I've found a clam. Yep. Definitely willing to spend a little bit of time on just getting another clam, because again, this is just saving time for later. So when I do start to want electronics, at least I've got a few pearls to get me started. Okay, we don't need to kill the bunny just yet because I've still got 2 pieces of fish on me, so that's going to do me pretty okay for the moment. It's a little bit cold out here. We're going to have to look at getting some clothing and stuff fairly soon as well, which might be one of the first things I do when I get back, I think. I think we'll go grab that chicken and then we'll go see how our situation's going. Oh no, it's starting to warm up a little bit, so it's not too cold anymore. The wet makes it worse though, makes it colder. There he is, just there. There we go. Bit of chicken dinner. The only reason I got the chicken is because, if nothing else, it gives us feathers, so it's a bit of a good trade if you can get it. There's a wolf just there. We'll leave him well and truly alone. And we're getting too cold again. We're definitely going to have to fix it up and get some clothing going. The world's tough enough as it is without freezing to death. And the fact that we've got the BCU there, it gives us an indicator so we can see where home is and not get lost, which I can tend to do quite easily, unfortunately. So another clam, yep, excellent. We'll pick you up, die a little bit. We're just going to drown a little bit here. That's okay, it won't hurt us too much. Hopefully. Oh, there we go. And if it does start to get a bit cold, it's generally a good idea to jump in the water actually. You do get wet, so it's a bit painful when you get out. But, as you can see, it keeps you a bit warmer, so it's not a bad thing. There's a bit of sandstone and stuff down there, which I'm not going to start getting just yet. My pick's wearing down. But But yeah, we'll save the sandstone for a little bit later. Pick up some more kelp is not a bad idea. And yeah, we should be able to build our wood burner now. There we go. And now that gets rid of all that power and everything. Let's just see what we need for shirt. Shirt's the next thing that we want to do. So we're going to need 6 cloth. So we're going to have to kill some more bunnies and things now. Since we're getting cold, it eats away at our food a lot quicker. But we had some food on us, so it's not a bad thing. Let's just put our nice little comfy wood burner in the corner. Excellent. We'll just fill that up completely. So we know we can come back to that. Yeah, we're going to have to kill some bunnies just to get some more cloth going so we can stay warm. I don't want to be staying inside the entire time. We have to get out and go do stuff. But it's a little bit painful because it's going to make us cold. There's a bed just there, which is not ideal, but there's a clam down here, so I'm just going to pick this up quickly. That's hammering down. Well, it should stop raining just so we can find some bunnies. Yeah, get some clothes going. Clothing is definitely our next thing that we need to do. So we'll definitely keep an eye out for some rabbits and stuff floating about the place. Hopefully we find a quick few, even though I did ignore one earlier, which I'm beginning to regret a little bit. Oh, look at that. Look at a crate here and another 2 crates just there. Beautiful. I'm not going to complain of that at all. I would complain if a bear was guarding it. That would be a little bit sad, but there we go. A bunch of nows. Excellent. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Here's our first victim. Okay, so how much is he going to give us? Where are you? Which are you? So it gives us 1. So we're going to have to find a few more. Which might be a little bit tricky to do. Wow, it's pouring down. Luckily we're reasonably warm at the moment, so this is going to give us a bit of a chance just to get that clothing in. Hopefully. We're starting to lose stamina a little bit quicker just because we are getting cold and it's eating away at our food quicker than we'd like. So we can go cook some protein back on our wood fire when we get back. So there's a wolf there. But we kind of want to pick up the fibre. Fibre's always important. And we'll just do a bit of a... Which way is he going to go? Yeah, we should be able to get around him. Look at that, blends in so well. I was hoping as we're coming up here we won't find any more animals, but we'll also find some metal. A crate isn't a bad thing as well. So there we go, a few more nows, definitely good. There's a rabbit just running in towards them, which we're just going to ignore. I'll pick up these crates instead, isn't bad. Don't have much zinc at the moment, so that's going to be useful for something later down the track. I think it's used in some form of ammo production, either the gunpowder or the shell casing. So I'm not 100% sure on that, but I feel like it is. Why did that just explode? That's a bit weird. The ore just exploded just then and there. Copper on that hill. Quite weird. Can't say why it would. I kind of want to get these copper nodes just over here. It's always dangerous coming in here because there's always plenty of animals floating about this place. Yeah, no, I'll leave it. I'll come back another time. Once I've got a shotgun, I'm going to feel a little bit safer. Especially from the wolf. We'll just hug the water line, I think, here. We might be able to sneak in these crates, maybe. Yeah, we should be able to. Oh, he's getting a little bit close. He's going to keep coming up. No, he's going the other way. So I should be able to. I see an apple. Apples aren't used for anything else besides eating. So it's not like, I'm pretty sure you can't make it into like an apple pie or anything like that. So, and it takes up a slot in my inventory. So I figured, why not just take that. Keeps my stamina up a little bit more, allows me to be a bit more mobile, so I can just sprint around the place, collecting all the fibre and metal and wood that I need. What I wouldn't mind coming across is one of those armoured boxes. I kind of come up on a spot where I found an armoured box before, a lock box, and I find that there's usually some in that sort of area as well, so we'll pay it another visit and see what we can find. We just grab you. There's usually some animals around here as well, so we've got to be a little bit careful. There's another chicken off to my left, so I'll grab him in a second, but I'll definitely grab this bit of wood while I'm here. A little bit more food, some more feathers, always going to be useful. Yeah, definitely protein isn't such a big deal anymore now, which is good. Vegetables and stuff are going to... Ooh, bear. We will avoid the bear and we'll go back around this way. Back to where we found the, as I said, the locked box beforehand. Hopefully no animals over this side. No, there is. But I'm going to be a bit cheeky and steal that and go around this way. No, he's happy to stay there, that's good. I'm happy for him to stay there. Now, locked boxes, please. Would you please? Would be really good, I'd love to find one. As I said, there's always all sorts of goodies in there. It's absolutely fantastic. Also some more bunnies. We still need some more cloth to make a bit of clothing. What can we find up here? There goes another chicken. We've got a few chickens. I think we're pretty okay on chickens at the moment. We've murdered a whole bunch. And it was just down there last time. It's not there this time, which is a bit of a shame. Let's have a quick look here, see if we can see any there. Nah. Nice little waterfall there. Always quite pretty. Bear there, not so pretty. We will avoid him. There's the snow up there where we'll find cougars and stuff later on. We won't be hunting them today. There's a moose over there. We won't be hunting that either. Yeah, see, our stamina's going down a lot quicker because we need a bit of protein, I think. So, that's okay. We've got a whole bunch of stuff to cook up. We'll go cook that up shortly. We're not too far off home. I'll just keep hitting these trees just to get our stamina up. So it doesn't take any stamina to hit the trees. So we might as well just sit here, get stamina back, and hit the trees. I always find it's a great idea. And what we will also be doing is we want to be trying to be scoping out where the bandits start to live when they start to populate the place. Oh, here we go. It's starting to get pretty close to night time. Annoyed walkie boy there, which is not what I want to be doing, especially since there's another one just there. Let's just get back home, I think. Because we don't want either of those guys chasing me in the water. But what happens is, when you get on a foundation, they will leave you alone. So there we go, home sweet home. Let's stoke the fire and stay nice and warm. There we go, got our fire starter in there. Nice and full. The good thing about this little wood burner here, and there goes the thunder, is that the wood in the wood burner will last a lot longer than the little campfire. So you can kind of stoke this up and then come back. Actually, while I'm talking, get that cooker. Yeah, you can go out and hunt and collect all your stuff, come back and the wood fire will still be going, whereas your campfire usually won't be, you'll usually be out. So that's what makes it a lot better. There we go, some nice little chicken meals. Let's put the other bit of chicken, a bit of rabbit on there and cook up the water. So sometimes right click and go to eat or eat all, or if you just hover over and use the use. Oh, okay. I must have had that for too long because it's just gone to rotten meat. So I'll leave that there. See what happens with it. So yeah, if you hover over this and just press E, it will use it. E being the use key. So there you go, just like that. We'll take that out, we'll just pop this away. I think we need that for something as well later down the track. Can't remember right, but yeah. Again, save everything. So yeah, that's another successful day on a couple of days that were played and recorded. So I thought I'd get a couple of days together just to, yeah, get about, collect a whole bunch of wood, and get a few things done. So hopefully we have got a few things done. We've got a little bit of a shelter going on here. There's definitely room for improvement. This is all full, so I think either the plant bed or the power storage will be next. Probably the plant bed. I do want to start, well, planting things because it does take a bit of time to get going, and getting like the cotton, what we've got here, medicinal, and some onion. Just get that ticking away and starting to get a bit of a thing going on. Here's another one. Carrots. Yeah, a little bit of veggies and stuff going. You never start too early with a veggie garden, eh? So there you go. I just used the use key just on there. So yeah, we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you for the next one. See you later, guys.